When a test is complete, you want to view scores and grade unscored essay or short answer questions. To do that, click on the link to the actual assessment. Once you're in here, click on the Results tab if it's not already defaulted there, and you will see the scores in the column. Now this is an unscored test yet because there are essay questions that are still pending review. To grade those, simply click on View by Question and then choose the essay question from the list. So we can view responses for this essay question. We will now see all of the students listed in order with their essay response viewable. So here we can see the answer, and this one has a rubric assigned, so I can simply click on the rubric and grade that response based on what I'm reading here. If I want to add a comment for the student, I can do it here, and if there's no rubric attached, I would simply put in the score. And then you can just continue on down the line for each of your students. When you finish grading that response, make sure you go to the bottom of the page and click Save Changes to save your scores. When you finish grading all the attempts that need to be graded, you can take a look at the Results tab in the gradebook and see the student's score has been calculated. If there's no short answer or essay questions, the score will appear automatically at the beginning. The top number is their final score, and the bottom number is the gradebook grade. If you want to see the attempts for a specific student, click View Attempts next to their name, and that shows you the multiple attempts they made. In this case, there was only one. If I click on View by Question, I can now take a look at analytics for each question in the test. Notice some averages and overall scores on the bottom. If I click See Statistics, it shows me how many students have responded to each choice. If I want to see detailed responses for all of my students, I can click View Responses, and now I see all the results for every student on that particular question. The correct answers are in green, the ones that are incorrect are in red. Some other areas to get analytics are on the question summary button here. If I click that, I get some overall information about the test as a whole. I also have View Statistics button at the top, which gives me a little graph on some of the overall statistics. Now only 2 students are fully graded here, so it's fairly incomplete, but you can get information like average, standard deviation, and median for the test. When viewing my students list, we can also see the little blue button next to each individual. That shows me that an attempt has been made, but there's still pending review waiting on the essay and short answer. If there's no dot next to it and there's no score, that means the student hasn't taken yet, and the ones with no dot but a score means that is completed. I can also see my final results in the gradebook and get the overall scores to be submitted into Campus. You'll notice in this gradebook view the first 2 student scores appeared because those are the 2 scores that are fully completed. And I do have a couple little shortcuts here. One is to view that student's individual test. I could jump to that, or I could leave a comment for this overall test grade in my Schoology gradebook. Now this is not the official gradebook, but it does give me the responses for this test that I could then transfer over to Campus. If I click on the blue hyperlinked name of the test at the top of the gradebook column, it will take me back to the results for the test.